Hey y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity is for $20,000. $20,000 for individuals that are ready to go back to school. And money has been a barrier. So if you got that undergrad degree and you're like, I really want to get my master's, I want to go to a trade school, this is the opportunity for you to get free money to go back to school that you do not have to pay back. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri. And on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting the foundation with your business to get you to generational wealth, because we all want money, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. If you get anything of value out of this video, beginning, middle, end, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn on your notification bell because you cannot be missing $20,000 of free money to go back to school on somebody else's dime, okay? Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities listed there. Check out the nonprofit grant playlist. I have an ebook, 30 pages of content, and I have more than a few 5-star reviews. So go to the website and check that out as well. It talks about preparing for the grant, if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, finding a grant, writing the application, pretty much all things that you need to consider before you sit down and say, I want to apply for a grant, and then what to do if they tell you no. I'm going to give an additional discount code in the description box if you would like to purchase, so check that out as well. If you would like to support the channel so I can continue to provide this resources free of charge on YouTube, come on over to the Patreon. I'm going to quickly share my screen so you can see what's in there in case you want to join. All right, y'all, this is the Patreon. As you can see, the information is locked. However, I post various grant opportunities. I even posted one that's for men only. I get a lot of questions about that as well. And then global opportunities and anything that I think would be helpful for somebody that is on their entrepreneurship journey. So come on over there if you want to support the channel. We're not going to stay there too long because I know y'all going to go over there, but I know you are trying to figure out $20,000 to go back to school and it's free and I don't have to pay it back. Yes. And on top of that, this money can be used for various things associated with going back to school. So the money can not only be used for tuition and fees, but it can be used for transportation. It can be used for childcare. It could be used for housing. It could be used for anything that is going to get you back into school and to be successful on that journey. The only thing they're going to ask you for as far as the money piece is that you give them a budget and a breakdown of how you would utilize the $20,000 of free money that they are going to give you. Now, some of the requirements that I'm going to list, because there are several, and then your transcript. So they're looking for individuals that have an undergrad degree. However, it cannot be an honorary degree. So all you honoraries out there, unfortunately, you are not You're not eligible to apply for this grant opportunity. You can be going to either a 2-year or 4-year college or university or trade school. So you don't necessarily have to go to a university. If you decide that, you know what, I want to go to a tech school for 2 years, that is something that you can utilize as well, as long as you have that undergraduate degree. And then this is US only. So this is US only. Also, if you have a graduate degree, you are not eligible to apply for this grant opportunity. So this is literally for individuals that have their undergrad degree and then they want to go back to school. Now, there are certain areas that you will have to focus on in order to be eligible for this grant. Education. So if you want to be a teacher, if you are a teacher, so education is one. And then health and medical services is the other one. STEM, and then social sciences. So education, health and medical sciences, STEM or social sciences are the 4 categories for individuals to be able to go back to school. And then also, I forgot to say that whatever school you decide, it must be an accredited school. So you can have an accredited tech school. So again, you don't have to do the 4 years, but it has to be accredited. Now, here is the criteria, and there's other criteria that I did not list, but I felt like these are going to be the key criteria that you want to pay attention to figure out if you're eligible to apply for this grant. You demonstrate a commitment to education and equity for women and girls. The reason that you're going to go back. So they're going to decide, okay, why does this person want to go back? And then they're going to measure whether or not you get this opportunity. Your potential for success. validity of your budget, and then outside support. So they want to see what type of support that you have going into applying for this. And then also thinking about, if you don't have the necessary support, how would this person be successful? And let me say this, I did not have support going through undergrad nor going through law school. So definitely I would highly recommend someone that doesn't have all of the support to apply, and then just state, like, how are you making it happen without the necessary support? Because I don't think that should be a barrier to you receiving a grant application, because individuals that don't have the support need the grant more than individuals that have essentially a village that is getting them through where they're trying to get to. And then quality of your written proposal. So make sure, have somebody edit it, look over it a few times before you submit it. And then if you're from an underrepresented ethnic or racial background, and then if you're in an underrepresented area and or type of university. So essentially, they're not looking for individuals that are going to Ivy League schools. And then you have a financial need. They want to make sure that this opportunity is going to individuals that otherwise would not have access to this money. And that's pretty much everything. We're going to, look at the application. I didn't answer the questions because these are, your standard scholarship questions, i.e. grant questions that you would have to answer when you're trying to get money to go to school for free. So let's get over there. All right, y'all. This grant opportunity is sponsored by AAUW. And I'm going to read this because I want to make sure that I do not miss any of the words in their title, but it is the American Association of University Women Career Development Grants. And that's how you get AAUW. $2,000 is the minimum. So if you do not ask for a minimum of $2,000, you will not be eligible to apply for this grant opportunity, up to $20,000. And this is an annual opportunity. And the grant deadline for this, as you can see, is November the 15th, 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. 11:59 Pacific Standard Time on November the 15th. And then they provide funding to women who hold a bachelor's degree and are preparing to advance or change careers or re-enter the workforce. Also, I forgot to add that you must not have received your degree after June the 30th, 2016. So you must have received your bachelor's before June 30th, 2016 to be eligible to apply for this grant opportunity. With that, let's look at the questions. All right, yeah, so here's the application, and then you're just going to answer and confirm that you're eligible to apply before you can get to the application. So do you hold a degree, not an honorary degree? Did you receive your degree before 2016? So all the things that we talked about, attending an institution in the US, that this is US only. Have you previously received funds from them? If you have, you're not eligible. And then just your background information, your ethnicity, notifications. If offered by this program, would you like to opt in to receiving text alerts? Yes or no? And then how did you hear about us? You are going to put my YouTube channel, of course. And then once you get through that and you are eligible, we go over into the application. As I said, I'm not gonna type out all the answers because most of these you would have, right? Because you're talking about your journey and where you want to go. So your background, provide information on your commitment to education and equity. So especially if you're entering the education field because you're already there, i.e. you want to get your master's in education and you're already a teacher, that's going to be you being able to discuss your commitment to education and equity for women and girls and your profession or community through your personal experience, service, and or mentoring. So if you're a woman, you can talk about that. If you're mentoring, you can talk about that. If you provide community service, there's big brothers, big sisters. If you work in your local community where you give back to women and girls, or if that's just something that you've advocated for your entire life because of your experiences, you're going to put that there. Notice the word limit is 300, so we do not want to go over that amount. And then professional organizations, affiliations, and activities. So this would be, if you're in a sorority, if you're in a professional organization, a leadership program, if you serve on any type of boards in your community, and then your work experience, you would have that, scholarships, fellowships, grants, honors, and other awards that you got. And then describe important areas not requested elsewhere on the application, such as life, academic, community service, volunteer, and or professional experiences. Indicate how they have influenced your achievements, decisions, and goals regarding professional, volunteer, and academic pursuits. This is similar to our other grant applications, where this is where you're going to talk about yourself, you're going to talk about your passion, and you're going to sell yourself in order to get this $20,000 of free money in order for you to go back to school and get your master's or go to a tech school. So remember, you can definitely utilize this money to go to a tech school. And then your proposal, this is where you're going to talk about your budget and how you're going to use that. And then, so you list whichever schools you want to go to, your top first, second, and third choice. Obviously, you need to make sure that it is accredited. Again, it can be a tech school or a university or a college. If you have more than 3 institutions, please list them here. Your area of study, remember there's a list that you have to do either education, health and medical sciences, STEM, or social sciences. So make sure you're fitting into that category. Explain what type of coursework you will pursue. So go to their website and figure out what is the coursework. So put that in here, 300 words or less. Briefly describe your career plans and professional goals and how this fellowship would assist you in completing the year of study. So again, after you get your master's, tech school, additional education, what then do you hope to happen in the future with that degree? And then how will that help you in your future for your goals, your aspirations, all of those things you're going to put here. And then your budget, you're going to talk about how you're going to utilize the $20,000 or even $2,000. And you notice, because I haven't entered a budget, it said the budget you have listed, $0, is too little for this program. The budget guidelines for the grant is a minimum of $2,000. Do not ask for more than what you need, okay? If you do not need $20,000, do not ask for $20,000. As I keep saying in all these videos, please be conscientious of the fact that you are going to have to pay Uncle Sam. I don't know how they are labeling this, because if it's a scholarship, it's a little bit different. This is being labeled as a grant, so it's going to be considered income if that's in fact how it's going to be distributed. So make sure you are taking into consideration the percentage that you're going to have to pay in taxes for this income. And then if you have other funding, and then your budget narrative, detail any additional budgetary issues not covered above, including any extenuating circumstances you would like considered. So this again is a space where if you have not already discussed it, you want to put it here. And this will be a great place for individuals who don't have that support that they are asking for, to talk about, these are the extenuating circumstances. This is why, I don't have this team that's rallying around me. However, I would be able to be successful with this dollar amount. And this is why I think I'm still a great candidate for this opportunity. And then you go back up here, recommendations, documents, and review. Now, they're not going to let you do the recommendation because you have to finish everything first. But with your recommendation, you're going to email them, and then they're going to email directly to AAUW. And then here is where they're looking for your transcript. So the drop down option here, transcript, and then proof of your degree. So you're going to put that in here. And then after that, you're going to look at the terms and conditions and make sure that you agree to those. And then you're going to submit. But definitely with this, since it's $20,000, make sure that you go through this with a fine-tooth comb. Make sure that your word count, so take that over to Microsoft Word, do a copy and paste, and ensure that you are not over that 300 word count, because you don't want to give them 301 words, and you probably would have won the $20,000 had you made sure that you did that. Make sure you are concisely answering the questions. Do not give them a memoir, as I say. Make sure your budget equals no more than $20,000 and a minimum of $2,000. And then let me know once you get this money. Let me know once you graduate. Let me know all of the positive things that are going to happen, because you are going to get this grant opportunity if you are watching this video and you are applying for this grant. If you got anything of value out of this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn on your bell, because $20,000, y'all, to go back to school, $20,000. Turn that bell on. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Check out the small business grant playlist. Check out the nonprofit grant playlist. Get the ebook. Come to the Patreon. Get on the email list, because I email tips, tricks, and all that good stuff there too as well. But I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. And wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day. And I will see you all next time.